Do you feel like your hips are stiff and achy and just not moving and it's making you uncomfortable?
Oh, what if you could unlock them with the assistance of using one of these massage guns?
Well, we're going to show you 5 techniques and areas to massage to actually unlock that hip and move more pain-free.
And the 5th one is a special one that's going to help really get that hip into place for a permanent fix.
So the first area we're going to massage are the thigh muscles. Now you have the quad muscles are the big ones, and you also have some deeper ones known as your hip flexors. So we're going to kind of massage this whole front area here. You could do it in many different positions, depending upon if you want the muscle more tight or loose. So you can try it in a more flexed or stretched position. You can do it seated like this. Find any areas that are kind of painful or tight. You can even go into doing some form of stretching with this. So if I'm trying to kind of get in my thighs here, I could kind of stretch, relax it, and then just massage down into there. If you're comfortable doing this, you'll notice I feel I could dig more in this position when it's stretched out versus just in a flex position like this. I don't feel a whole lot. So mess around in different positions and see how it feels.
Don't you mean you can get more aggressive? We don't use the term dig, Mike. Get more aggressive to get that muscle loosened up. You might notice that we have these silver heads on this. This is our Max model. It's a metal head. It gets a little more aggressive. And another nice thing about it is if you have clothing on, they really work well and slide across the clothing well. So if you feel the metal one is too aggressive, all of our guns do come with the soft airhead is always working well. And the round head is also not as aggressive. It's kind of in between. So work with that. Do not get too aggressive. But again, this works well when you really want to get in and you say dig deep.
To dig deep in there. Haven't you ever heard that phrase, dig deep?
Yeah, let's talk about the calf muscle.
The calf muscle, obviously. Well, this is tight on some people. It can affect how your knee moves, which can affect your hip. I know it's a long way anatomy-wise from your hip, but it's important to kind of massage that. You can sit down and just do it in the relaxed position. And for the calf, what you want to try to do is move your toes up or down. You're going to notice a difference in how it feels massaging those areas. The metal head may be a bit much, especially if you have tender calves, but you just kind of go and make sure to do both sides because it wraps around to the inside and the outside.
Right, and remember to get down by the Achilles tendon. That's your soleus muscle in that area, which can be a problem. So, find out where the tightness is and work it.
Now, to kind of do it on a chair like this, I'm seated. I can have my toes up. I'm feeling more of an actual calf stretch while I'm massaging. And then if I actually plantar flex or push my toes down, now they're activating. And this feels a lot different. It's actually a little more tender to massage in there.
And
now.
You like it, don't you?
Kind of. You got to dig in there, Brad.
Yeah, you really got to work with this. You got to have fun with it. But seriously, you'll find what works best for you. The next is the IT band, the iliotibial band. Look at my white stripes right here. It starts up here at the crest of the ilium, goes down, it connects below the knee. That band can get tight, and you can work that with one of these. Works very well. Don't get real aggressive. You don't have as much muscle on the side of your thigh, so your femur bone will be a little bit exposed there. So you may want to go to the softer head, like I had mentioned. I'm fine with this one right here. It's actually working quite well.
Yeah, I would say the metal head right now, the up part outside of your hip here, it's more bony. You're not going to want to dig with the metal one, maybe a soft one. And once you get to the outside of the knee, you can see that bouncing. That's not very comfortable. If you're in the meaty muscle area that's tender, you can certainly use the metal head for that. But again, try different stretching positions. Sometimes you can go in what we call figure 4. So I put my ankle over my knee like this, and then I kind of massage the outside this way. And if I could just have a TV on the ceiling right now, this would be kind of nice.
Yep. Oh, let's move on to the hamstrings, Mike.
Hamstrings are the next one, so they run from your buttock to the back of your knee. You have 3 of them on each side. If they are tight, they can cause all sorts of hip pain. Again, mess with what positions feel comfortable. Brad is seated. I'm lying down. I can have my knee relaxed and bent like this. I can kick it up while I'm doing it, kind of play with where it's tight and how that feels, and getting stretch while I'm massaging massaging is a double benefit.
Yeah, I like to do this. So lying down with my foot resting on a chair. So you can relax it right there. If there was a chair, that's where the seat pan is. And you can, there you go. Or you can do what Mike's doing. There you go. That's one of my favorite hamstring massage
I
positions.
kind of like this a little tighter and then dig in there. Dig.
Yeah,
Dig. That's the theme
dig.
of this video. Dig
Right?
in.
Okay. Now, number 5 is the one we talked about that really puts different pressure, a therapeutic pressure on the femoral head to help reduce it where it needs to go. Let's talk about that one, Mike.
The femoral head is the part that makes up part of your hip joint itself. It connects to your pelvis. So in some people, it can kind of get out of place. We don't need to go into the nuances in this video. If you want to look it up, it's called anterior femoral glide syndrome. We've made videos like that on our main channel. But to kind of work that, you essentially lean forward, keeping the back foot back, and go like this. We can even use a band to help distract it, but we're going to kind of use a massage gun right in front there, kind of push back as I'm leaning forward like this, and I'm just going to kind of move back and forth and stretch that out a bit.
Right. Word of warning when you stretch the front part here, your femoral creases here, there is lymph nodes in that area. You do not want to put these over the top of the lymph node. It's not good for them. So just stay over the muscle part area to the side, just below your pelvic bone right there. You'll know because it's not comfortable.
Now, a bonus area we should mention is the glute max, because that directly relates to the hip there. That's your buttock muscle. So massaging that area is beneficial as well. You can try it standing position, knee up position like this. You can even do it lying down or sideways like Brad is. Brad, is that what you're doing, Brad?
Yep,
I can't even see.
This is the way I usually do it. Knee up, over, put some muscle on, a little bit of stretch. I can relax, put a pillow here, and work it for a few minutes, and also get the hamstring at the same time. That's the glute max.
So kind of massage all those areas. Also finding more stretches to do can be beneficial as well. Now, if you're interested in these massage guns, we have lots of variations, lots of sizes. These are all our max line right here. We have the Q2, C2, T2. They're just different strengths.
The max means they have metal heads plus the other ones.
Yes, and the normal heads. That's our series. Other series, some have hot and cold heads, some just have normal heads. You can find them all on Amazon or go to bobandbrad.com and click the Our Store section.
Here's the hot and cold head. I really like this. This is one of my favorite new heads for the massage gun.
Don't call me a hot head.
Yeah, or airhead.
Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists.